Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Techno Learning. In this video I will deal with the basic coding of Python. So go with the content, and you can see here that in this video I will teach you the basic learning of the coding of Python, which included introduction of the idle, making our first program, and then introducing variable. This is the last video of the part 1 content, and in the previous video I will also introduce with the Python and then installation. And if you did not view that video, then I will give the link in the description box. And if you have any problem regarding any of these videos or its contents, then comment it in comment section. And if you have any doubts regarding and any problem, then also comment it down. So let us move with the basic learning. So friends, I will explain you all the coding of Python here on this whiteboard. Due to unavailability of proper resources and drawing tools in my PC, I will not able to record in my PC. Therefore, let us start today coding on this board. Today we are going to read the all this content that include introduction to the idle, making of our first program, and then introducing variables in this coding lecture. So let us start with introduction with idle. In the previous video, we have installed the Python 3.8 version in our PC, and if you open the idle, then you can see that it will look like this. When you open, then it will pop up out at a screen in which you can see here there are three greater than sign, three greater than sign, which stands for Python command prompt. So friends, here you can write any valid Python expression. If you write that 3 plus 2 you will get 5, and when you write here 4 minus 2 you will get 2. So friends, if you have note down the all the content list, then let us move with the idle. Stands for integrated development and learning environment. It is been developed by Guido van Rossum. So friends, in Python there are mainly 6 operators. So let us learn first. There are mainly 6 mathematical operators. These operators are addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, power, and the last one is modulo operator for the calculation of remainder. So this stands for, we have already know about these 4 operators. So just moving to the last 2 operator, that is multiplication power operator, and the one is modulo operator. This is for power calculation, and this is for remainder calculation. So in idle prompt, if you write 2 to the power 3, then you will get 8. And for remainder, if you write that 3 modulo 2, then you will get 1, because on division to 3 by 2 you will get 1 as a remainder. So that is all about the mathematical operator in Python. You can practice this code by running it in your Python command prompt that you have been already being installed. So friends, now let us move toward the print function to print out any codes in this idle command prompt. Friends, you can print anything in the Python command prompt using print function. In print function, you can write your command as like print parenthesis, and then double inverted comma, and let us say I write here techno learning, and on running the code you will get output as what you write inside the doubly inverted comma. That is what I write, that is techno learning. So friends, you can write here your name also. And so friends, here you can see that there are three print functions written here. Here you can see that there are 1, 2 and 3. Here you can see that there are differences in all those three. Here you can see that there is a double inverted comma, here is a single inverted comma, and here is a triple single inverted comma. All have a slight differences in them, but has their great use in them. Here if you write sentence that if you have to print a statement like this, for example, if you have to write hello worlds, then you can write it clearly and there will be no any error. You can print out hello worlds. But let us suppose that when you write print hello, and here you only use single inverted comma and then again use this statement, then you will likely to get an error. Here you will get an error, and therefore in this statement if you want to write a single inverted comma, then you have to use here either double inverted comma or you can use single triple inverted comma. And let us suppose that if you write any statement like hello words, and the statement should be printed containing these both double inverted comma, and if you use the print statement with like this, then you will certainly get an error. And in this statement you can use either this one or this one. And if you use the combination of both these statement, that is containing with single inverted comma and double inverted comma in your statement, then you can only use the single triple inverted comma. Therefore I will recommend you to use only the single triple inverted comma as a universal print statement. So like the statement you can write print single triple inverted comma, and let us say you have to write in doubly inverted comma hello worlds, and then only single triple inverted comma will works out and will gives no error, that is error free code. And these all two will gives error. So friend, that is all about the print function, and you can print here anything, any statement inside this the quoting of this. So that's all. So friends, let us move to our topic, introducing variable. Here you can see there is a code, and you can see that it says if a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and c is equal to a plus b, then print c. It means that in a variable like in math where you can use the variables to store the data, similarly here variables are used in storing data. Like math here where you use variable to storing only the integer or the whole number or real number, and but in the Python you can use variable to store either the numericals, that is integer or whole number, or string data type like that. This like the here it is called string hello, this is the string data type, or 1 2 3, these are integer, you can even store this number. And for in real number in Python it is defined as a float, just like 0.23 minus 0.5 and so on. So in Python variables are declared like this, if you write that a is equal to 10, it means that in Python the a is declared to store the value 10 as an integer. And if you write b is equal to 20, then it means that 20 is being stored to b. And if you write c is equal to a plus b, it means that you instruct to the computer to add both a and b, which are declared as an integer. And after that, if you write print c, it means that you give instruction to print the c, and you will get output as you can write here that it means that this is Python command prompt, and as a output you get the 30, which is sum of a plus b. As a variable which I use here, that is a, b and c, which are known as variables in Python. You can use the data like capital letter from a to z, small letter from a to z, the digits from 0 to 9, and this is known as underscore. And no other sign or symbol is valid in Python to be used as variables. And one more thing is to be noted, that you cannot use the digit as the first digit or the first alphabet of Python. That means that you can use a like variable like a, b, c, or you can use this as a variable, or you can even use a09, but you cannot use the variable like starting with the digits like 9a b. You cannot use the variable which starts with the integer that is from 0 to 9. So friends, that is all about variables. And so friends, that is all about today's video about introduction to idle, making our first program, and then introduction to variable to store data. In variable, you should note down that variable can begin with any of these data mentioned before except digits. That is, you can even write underscore hello a as a variable. So that is all about today's video. Friends, I recommended you to please run your code on Python prompt along with the learning with video. And in the next video, I will then teach you with data type and conditional statement in part 2 of Python. Friends, I will apologize for any disturbance in sound or light effects because I am new in this YouTube channel, and therefore I will try that there will be no mistake in my upcoming videos. So friends, thank you for watching these videos, and please like, subscribe my channel. So thank you guys, and see you in next video.